Kristen King from the Investing Channel, and welcome to IP Go, the show where we take a look at the IPO world, past, present, and future. This week, we'll start with a look at a listing that's rumored to be heading to London and not New York. UK Finance Minister Rishi Sunak is keen to make the London Stock Exchange the first port of call for European technologies and to convert the UK's buoyant startup scene into a pipeline of high-tech new issues. One business that seems set to follow that path is Wise, a fintech platform that specializes in currency conversion, payments, and transfers, but which has designs on disrupting the whole banking system. Founded in 2011 and until February known as TransferWise, the business has more than 10 million customers, and in July last year, the company raised $319 million in a funding round that valued it at $5 billion. However, it's understood that Wise is looking to achieve a value of more than $12 billion from any listing. Wise is said to have chosen a direct listing in London and won't be raising any new money. So it will be down to advisors Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs to work out a reference price ahead of the commencement of trading. The listing is still waiting on final regulatory approval, but should come quickly once that's forthcoming. Chinese companies are coming back to list in New York, it seems, as trade and political tensions between the superpowers have cooled under the Biden administration. Full Truck Alliance, or FTA, is aiming for a valuation above $20 billion from its IPO. FTA is the world's largest digital freight platform by transaction value, and it manages an online ecosystem whose members include millions of shippers and truckers. FTA earns a living from membership subscriptions and freight brokerage fees from users of the matching platform, and in Q1 2021, it generated revenues of $132.9 million, though it made a net loss of $30.2 million as it did so. FTA will look to sell 82.5 million ADS, or American Depository shares, in a range between $17 and $19, aiming to raise $1.485 billion in new cash. Before the IPO, FTA has sold stock to the Ontario Teachers' Pension Plan and to Abu Dhabi's sovereign wealth fund, Mubadala, each of whom put $100 million into the business. One fly in the ointment, however, is a two-tier share structure that will mean that the company's founder, chairman, and CEO, Peter Huizhang, will retain 83.4% of the voting rights. FTA will trade on the NYSE under the ticker YMM. Staying in Asia, South Korean gaming software developer Crafton is to IPO the business and is best known for its PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds game, which pits up to 100 players against each other in a last-person-standing shoot-'em-up, or battle royale. Crafton will look to raise up to 5.6 trillion won, or $5 billion, through the sale of as many as 10 million shares in a range between $409 and $498. If Crafton achieves the top end of its price range, it will become the largest Korean IPO by value ever, exceeding 2010's flotation of Samsung Life Insurance. The final pricing should be decided in the coming week. Back on home soil, Bright Health Group, a digital health platform and app with 623,000 users, has announced plans to sell 60 million shares via an IPO in a range between $20 and $23 to raise as much as $1.38 billion and value the business at $14 billion. The business, which was founded as recently as 2015 by Bob Sheehy, a former chief executive officer of United Healthcare, has yet to achieve profitability and has grown largely by acquisition, though it has generated revenues above $1.2 billion. JP Morgan Chase & Co., Goldman Sachs Group, Morgan Stanley, and Barclays are leading the deal, which will trade on the NYSE under the ticker BHG. Another healthcare business will also debut in New York in the near future as the UK's Babylon merges with the SPAC Alkuri Global. Babylon, which is run by former Goldman banker Ali Parsa, allows UK patients to book appointments with their general physician, or GP as they are known in the UK. Originally, the platform, which was founded in 2013, connected patients with private doctors. However, the app is now being used by UK's state health provider, the NHS. Currently, Babylon has around 2.5 million clients in the UK. However, that number could grow significantly if there's a wider adoption among regional health trusts that make up the country's National Health Service. The deal is thought to be worth around $4.23 billion in total, with Babylon likely to raise around $230 million of new cash in the transaction. Mr. Parsas stands to become a billionaire if the deal completes on those terms. That's all we have time for today, but as usual, make sure you do your due diligence before making any investment decisions.